Gobble, gobble, everybody.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Welcome to Boys in the Burgh, the podcast all about Pittsburgh, these boys. And we're going to get a little bit more into probably one of our favorite holidays because it is the tastiest holiday.
It is.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
It's my favorite one to cook for. I'm so excited. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yep. My name is Chris Speranza.
Ooh, excuse me. My name is JJ Speranza.
And we are here to talk about Thanksgiving traditions and everything along those lines. We got some Thanksgiving history about Pittsburgh and everything, too. So it's going to be a fun episode. Just you wait. So just before we do get started, a little bit of housekeeping. You could follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Boys in the Burgh. You could also watch us on YouTube and Spotify. And if you want to see some shorts, so you have little clips there, TikTok, YouTube shorts, and Instagram reels. And if you listen to 5 minutes or 5 hours, thank you so much. And if you are listening at all, hit that subscribe button because I would love you to hit that subscribe button for a Thanksgiving gift.
Whenever you said to check out some shorts, I was like, but it's winter in my brain. I'm glad. I mean, I said it anyway, but anyway, let's get into it.
So, yeah, I have nothing new to note about our TikTok page this time. The pizza thing was very popular. So we don't have to get back into that again, just because, we know what happened. Some Pittsburgh pizza is better than some New York City pizza.
Someone did shout out your whatever it's called, your jersey in the back for the soccer team.
Really?
Yeah, someone did shout that out. So thank you, whoever that was. We appreciate you.
Heck yeah. Then that's going to lead into what we're going to talk about real quick. We send out every single best of luck to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds against FC Tulsa in the USL Championship game. Go kick some ass because, we're going to turn Pittsburgh into a soccer town also. And I think this is the start. How convenient that this all started the minute I started watching soccer. I'm not saying I'm a good luck charm, but, best of luck to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Stinks that it has to be an away game, but, they were a number 4 seed and made it all the way through. And now they're facing, I think they're a 3 seed, FC Tulsa, 3 or 2. So it's going to be a pretty tough test, but, we got our good players. We got Williams. We got Eric Dick. We got, all the good players. They're going to crush it. And I hope we come home with a USL championship for our new 15,000-seater stadium.
I hope so, too. Do they do sudden death? Or not sudden death. Like, you play one game and winner takes all, or do they do 7 games? No,
they do this tournament. It is a, one and done. So if you lose, you're out. So, and then if you are wondering about sudden death itself, so what they do, because I got mixed up with this when I watched the World Cup for the first time. If they go into extra minutes, basically, they play 2 15-minute halves. And they play the 15 minutes halves the whole way through. So if a team scores, it's not over yet. Like, they have another till the time expires.
Interesting. Okay, that's cool.
And 2 of the Riverhound playoff games went into penalty kicks, and I love penalty kicks. It's like a shootout in hockey.
Oh, there's nothing better than that. I love that, too. That's like the best part of hockey for me.
Yeah. So, best of luck to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. We have faith in you. And also, for new things happening, like this is new that we're becoming a soccer town. The new Pittsburgh terminal is open. I don't know what I was going with after that. The new Pittsburgh Airport terminal is open, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I just watched a video where they showed what happened like last night into today, and it was like 2 a.m. The manager or the owners like approved it. Everything went well. The last flight came in, and I guess someone flew out to San Francisco to hop on that plane back to Pittsburgh to be the first plane off of the new terminal. Like, that's dedication right there. That was really cool.
That is so Yinzer. I don't even know what else to say about that. That is unbelievable. That's like, you ever see the meme of like Homer Simpson like coming home, takes off his jacket, walks in a circle and puts his jacket back on and walks back out the door.
It's exactly what it is. Did you see though? They have like a yellow bridge that connects it now. So like you're going over a bridge to get to the city of bridges. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you go over the bridge into a tunnel, and then that's when you get to ye old section of the Pittsburgh airport. Can we have at least, I don't want to make it 10 seconds, that's too long. Can we at least have a 3-second silence for the Pittsburgh tram? All right. And begin. Clack, 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 clack.
It was nothing better than holding all of your all your stuff as that tram goes really fast and then slams on its brakes, and you had to like hold on to anything you can before everything fell off. There was nothing better than that.
What always got me was the start of it. So that always threw me off because I would just hold on to the thing and just like, you could feel the momentum right away. Like, I didn't feel that anywhere else.
It was like a ride. It was like you were in Kennywood.
I know. Like, that's what I liked about the tram. But, you know, it's gone now. We have more efficiency.
But I think a big thing that is like a big thing that comes with this is the opportunity for airlines to start to come in to the Pittsburgh airport. I think it's either US Air or American Airlines has one of their headquarters. No, American Airlines is Charlotte. But one of these big airlines have their headquarters at the Pittsburgh airport. That's going to bring in more smaller airlines like Breeze Airlines or Avelo, Spirit. Like, we're going to start seeing a lot more flights heading into the Pittsburgh airport now, and I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah, we need more nonstops. As a travel agent now, as my as the rest, as they say in wrestling, that's my shoot job. Basically, as a travel agent, there's a lot of one-stop stuff that happens when you go from the Pittsburgh airport. It's kind of annoying. So hopefully this is something that shows like, hey, this airport's actually pretty cool. Let's start doing nonstop flights from, here to Orlando or here to, LAX. That'd be crazy, but something like that.
Well, I mean, when you think about the big airports, like at least on the East Coast, I think of Charlotte, Dallas, obviously, Atlanta, and DC. I feel like Pittsburgh is like, it's got to be there soon. I mean, obviously the New York ones too, LaGuardia and whatever, but Pittsburgh is
Newark's another big one that does like a lot of nonstop stuff.
So hopefully we got some coming so you can come down and visit me more often.
Crossing fingers.
You just be like, I'm going to hop on my $50 flight and come see my brother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like they're $50. All right. So let's talk about some feasting. Let's talk about something we've been talking about for a while, but we will get into the details about it. We are going to Myrtle Beach for our Thanksgiving, which is going to be fantastic. Now, unfortunately, we won't be in Pittsburgh for Thanksgiving, but, what is some facts about Thanksgiving in Pittsburgh that, we're going to be missing out on?
Well, do you remember years ago, we used to have a parade 2 days after Thanksgiving? It was the holiday parade. Do you remember that in Pittsburgh?
They don't do it anymore?
No. So, okay, this is what I found out.
COVID,
yeah. COVID is what started it. And then, okay, let's go back in time. Actually, okay, here it is. Kaufman's used to be in charge and donate everything for the Kaufman's holiday parade in Pittsburgh. It was always 2 days after, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. The very first one was held in 1980, sponsored by Kaufman's Department Store. Went down Fifth Avenue past the clock, the very famous Kaufman's clock, which is still there, which is pretty cool. Kaufman's merged with Macy's in 2006, making it the sister event to the Macy's Day Parade in New York on Thanksgiving Day. So that's why it was getting more plays on news stations, not just WPXI, which is like the local Pittsburgh station. Our cousin Jenna, who actually is allowing us to stay at her condo for Thanksgiving, she did sign language for one of the floats one year in the Pittsburgh parade.
Hold on. Sign language for a float?
Well, because, people sing, and while they're singing, there's someone doing sign language beneath them.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought you were saying just like, this is Clifford. Like
rumble, rumble, rumble. Just the tires. No, she did sign language for one of the singers, and I thought that was amazing. I remember seeing that and just being like, "That's my cousin."
Well,
Macy.
that's I'm sorry. I was just about to say it's funny you talk about Macy's because my wife Carissa had some facts about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade that were super quick. One, it's a full-time job that you can actually have, putting balloons together. So it is full. You can have a 365 days all year round job making these balloons. And she also let me know that they are each handmade and painted. So it is from scratch that they make those balloons.
Shout out to Carissa. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, continue.
No, because I'm about to end Macy's right now. So if you have any other facts, throw them out there.
I more so have a question, but finish your thing and then I will get back to the question.
Macy's dropped sponsorship in 2014, so they had like 8 years of sponsorship. Ended, unfortunately. Pittsburgh Public Schools joined as the presenting sponsor, making it the WPXI Holiday Parade. Since WPXI, as I said, always aired the event, and they took over in 2014. Unfortunately, after 6 years, in 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic happened. WPXI dropped it from their sponsorship, and the 30-year relationship with the parade ended. And since 2020, we haven't had that parade, but we have so much other stuff.
I was about to say that was a sad ending, so I would like to know what the other stuff is.
Currently, the Twilight Parade and tree lighting has taken place in the holiday parade, taken the place of the holiday parade. It takes place the week after Thanksgiving on December 6th, this year's December 6th. It's also the 110th year of the tree lighting in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Oh my gosh, Pennsylvania, of course. November 22nd. So this is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Oh wait, no, that's in 2 days. That's on this Saturday. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We're recording on a Thursday in November 20th. So on the 22nd, in 2 days, they're doing the official tree lighting in Pittsburgh, which has been going on for 110 years. The tree is at the City Council building between Grant, Forbes, Fifth, and Ross. So kind of like in the meat of the city. And it's the only evergreen, the only live evergreen that's ever been in the city of Pittsburgh as the continuous tree lighting. I thought that was kind of cool.
So the main tree in Pittsburgh, it's not the one that's in PPG, not PPG Paints, but like what the heck is it called? The PPG Place.
That one is the main attraction because of the market district right there doing their holiday stuff. So that one also has its own light up day, like light up night. They do that one too. But the longest running one is the one at the county building.
Okay. And I think I know what you're talking about. It's like under all those arches and everything right off the street, I think.
I think so.
But go ahead.
I Google Maps it just to remind myself, and I still couldn't put myself there. But it's like Grant, Forbes, and Fifth. It's right around that area. Also, you and I love this. The 23rd annual Gingerbread House display is also at the City County building.
Yeah, and all the creepy Santa Clauses. You better watch out for the one. What's his name? What's the evil Santa?
Krampus.
Krampus. They do have a Krampus statue in in the gingerbread display. It's like he will whip you with his broom. It's like, oh my god.
I think there's another one. On The Office, Dwight Schrute makes fun of the one. I think it's like Liederschnitzel or something like that. I forget the guy's name, but it's like a Dutch tradition. He's there too.
Oh my god. I always like the Italian one. It's a woman Santa Claus, right?
Yep, sure is.
Yeah, I remember that one. Lots of Santas. It's a wonderful display. Sorry to be jumping into Christmas, but that will lead into another question that I have during our quick questionnaire.
Yeah.
So,
well, that leads to this Saturday. I know you don't like it because there's just so much going on, but the 64th annual Light Up Night presented by Hallmark is taking place this Saturday the 22nd with the Highmark main stage at Penn Avenue and Stanwyck Street. So if you are taking the T, super easy to get to. Just go to Gateway Station to hop right off. You'll see the stage right there. The two tree lightings, as we talked about, is going to be at the City Council and UPMC PPG Place. So that's, the presented by UPMC. Also, there is a Sister Bridge light show on the Clemente, Warhol, and Carson bridges.
ooh. So I want to back it up for a second. So like, is like this light up night like a Christmas miracle that UPMC and Highmark decide to work with each other?
Well, did you notice how I said there's like two different sets of things going on? Way
No,
too
our
long.
lighting is better. It's like UPMC is just like Martha Hoohay thinks she has the best house, and Highmark's like Martha, hi.
Isn't this antique, darling? It's just their building.
Our building is about 100 years old.
Toward the end, I have like 15 other events going on. I'll rattle those off toward the end of the podcast. But I did want to talk about another parade taking place that's kind of taken over the holiday parade. It's called Not Your Average Holiday Parade. And it takes place December 2nd at the Block Northway Mall on McKnight Road. And it's its 5th year. So it took over the parade, like in North Pittsburgh.
Whoa. What road did they go on? That exit you take off of I forget how to get there. 279, right?
I want to say so. I think it is actually. Well, it's right by the Northway Mall or Block Northway Mall. The description from visitpittsburgh.com. It is officially Ya Jagoff Holiday Parade. It is a unique and non-traditional holiday event in Pittsburgh that's become a beloved tradition. This event, which began in 2020, was created as a response to the cancellation of the traditional downtown Pittsburgh holiday parade due to the pandemic. The Jagoff team, led by John Chamberlain and Rachel Rennenbeck, are the organizers of the fake parade in a north side parking lot where participants can create mock holiday windows and other holiday themed displays. It's run by 100.7 Star.
I also do want to give a shout out, and I hope when I use AI to crop out these shorts, hopefully this works out. But I want to give a shout out to the Ya Jagoff podcast team, because when I was coming up with this podcast idea, I was actually listening to them to get inspiration on everything. So they are really a good podcast to listen to. So, if you guys are listening to this and you're obsessed with Pittsburgh and you have other podcasts that you want to listen to, Ya Jagoff is a very good one.
We follow them on Instagram. They follow us, and we like tag each other and stuff all the time. Like, it's a great crew. I really enjoy their stuff as well. Like, their content's just so much fun.
Yeah, but I love that that's on the north side of Pittsburgh, right?
Yep. If you Google it, just Google the Not Your Average Holiday Parade, and you'll see it. There are going to be some celebrities there. For instance, the Pittsburgh Parrot, the Pierogies, some race carts from the Three River Karting, and there's going to be a bread display from Mancini's Bakery.
What about our boy Amos?
Who's Amos?
Amos the River Hound.
I forgot about Amos.
Because it stands for Allegheny Monongahela Ohio River. That's why his name is Amos. He told me that.
I forgot about Dre. That's my fault.
So the question I want to get off the top of my head before we get a little bit further, it's going back to Macy's. And this is a very specific question, and I think a lot of people are going to find this relatable on Thanksgiving Day. What channel do you watch the parade?
NBC.
Yeah, it's on two different channels. I think it's like on NBC and CBS. But I feel like the NBC broadcast is, let's say this. The NBC broadcast is more of like traditional, like parade, people at a desk and everything. And I think CBS does a lot of cutaway to like stage productions and everything, like in the middle of the parade. Or it might be vice versa. I don't know which one it is. But, I was just curious. I wanted to take a poll of like what channel you watched at.
Nothing speaks more Thanksgiving than seeing the new design for NBC turn into a turkey. And just knowing like, oh, it's the holidays,
It ain't a peacock, it's a turkey.
That's once I see that and the parade's going, I'm like, well, we're going to be exhausted sitting there watching it, like sweating and like trying to catch our breaths.
Heck no. I've been training, brother. I'm going to be good to go. Like, when the first time I ran, sorry, everybody. JJ and I were doing our 5K, the turkey trot on Thanksgiving Day. My first 5K I've ever done. This is like your 4th or 5th or something. I don't want to speak for you.
Yes, I'm sorry. It is my Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about my fifth. Yeah, it'll be my sixth.
Oh, so I've been training, and the first time I ran like more than 2 miles, I was exhausted. But now I run more than 2 miles, and I actually feel pretty good. So that is some good that's some good stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm proud of you, man. Because you are not. I'm running here on a treadmill and on flat land. You're running on like hills, actual hills.
Yeah, it sucks. And it's 20 degrees outside in the morning, so that also sucks too.
It's not great.
But other than Myrtle Beach, what have we done before in the past? What is our Thanksgiving tradition that we used to do when you were in the Burgh?
Aunt Kathy
Oh,
Kramers.
yeah,
We would go
that's right. I know
down in
Kathy's
Turtle
listening.
Creek.
And we know Aunt Kathy's listening. So, yep, her house is typically host in the Turtle Creek area. That's right, we said crick. And we would just go there, uh, turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes. I got another side that I have a question about that is in my questionnaire. But who can forget, and we talked about it before, the strawberry pretzel casserole.
Oh, the strawberry pretzel casserole. That's a classic. That's easy. I feel like you have to have that. Oh, wait. Katie corrected. Pretzel salad is what it's actually called.
Pretzel salad. Okay. I didn't know we were going to have some fact checkers involved.
She called us ignoramuses. Yeah, that is a. You know what? Down here, a big thing is banana pudding. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was
Yeah,
going to
no,
say,
banana pudding.
is this the one where black eyed peas come into play?
That is well, you can, but the big one is New Year's Day.
Okay. And first of almost congratulations to us. We almost made it a full year of constantly putting out episodes.
Hey, when's our mark?
Um, like the week of Christmas. So I think that's our mark.
Chris, I'm very, very happy we're doing this. I really enjoy doing this with you.
Yeah, it's been crazy, but also fun at the same time. But let's share those pleasantries later whenever we finally hit that year. So
Stroke each other's egos.
yes, exactly. So how about so we wake up in the morning, we watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. Our parents, when we were living with them at the time when we were children, uh, bas- basically it would be like, "Get ready, we gotta go," and then rush us out the door, even though we showed up late anyways. And then we got there, ate the everything that was there, had the desserts, and basically it was nighttime at like 5:30 p.m. and then went home and then, enjoyed our break.
As a 16, 17, 18-year-old, the parties hit different because there is something about eating all that food, sitting there watching football with everybody you're familiar with, and just sipping on coffee and eating some like treats and some desserts. It was like good times, you know. It's the times you think back on and go like, man, if only we could capture that again.
How can I forget about football? My goodness. So Lions and Cowboys, they don't play each other, but they always play another team every single year. So just watching that and playing fantasy football with family around, that was always fun too.
It was, especially whenever Steve was in town, and it's just, because I mean, back in those days, everyone played fantasy football, like all the cousins, and now it's kind of like dispersed out, but it's still a good time. I really, really cherish those memories.
Yeah, me too. So I kind of want to, before I get into the questionnaire, I'm really teasing it up.
You are.
The turkey. Now that we're adults and we make our own turkey and everything. Now, I've seen TikToks, videos of how people like take care of their turkeys. I never knew you could put your hand under the skin and just massage the turkey with butter or whatever you can do with it. So, what is your go-to recipe for doing the turkey?
Well, actually, let's see. Katie, do you remember what our recipe is for that? Oh God. Her recipe is sticking my head in it and going.
Like Chandler.
Yeah. For me, rosemary or oregano, salt, pepper, garlic, tons of butter, like 3 sticks of butter all over the turkey. I okay, everyone out there, please come at me if you need to. But as someone who's worked in food service and has gone through serve safe training, understands how salmonella works, please don't. If you want to, get ahead, but don't put your stuffing in the turkey. Just just to be on the safe side. But you do you. I just don't want salmonella, so I'm not going to do it. Do you put your stuffing in the turkey, Chris, or do you cook it separately?
I've never cooked on Thanksgiving.
You've never just made a turkey?
No, never just made a turkey. But like, when my house hosts Christmas, we'll get like a ham. That's super easy. You just put it in the oven for like what, 36 hours or something.
I mean, turkey, yeah, you definitely got to baste it, make sure it looks good. Take the tinfoil off at one point in time to get it all nice and crisped up. Like it takes a little bit, but man, it's so worth it. I love it. It's my favorite.
You gotta make sure the little eyeball pops up.
Well, yeah, you could do that, or you can stick a thermometer in it.
Nah, that's not the same. I like the little eyeball that pops out that says like, it's done. Awooga. Awooga.
Little eyeball. That's hilarious.
But yeah, I've never made the turkey. I've just seen video. I guess I lied. I lied to you. I just seen videos of people just massaging underneath the skin, just like putting butter on there. I swear I saw something about putting pickles in it, but I don't know. I think that's chicken. I don't think that's turkey.
There's a whole bunch of different recipes you can do. I saw one that was all ranch. You can like dump ranch all over it. Like do you, whatever you enjoy. I like a nice. Actually, let me ask you this, Chris. Are you a fan of the dark meat or white meat?
That's part of my questionnaire, so we'll get to that in a second.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I guess I can ask also, have you ever had turducken?
No, I've if you go on Goldbelly, you can buy it though.
I feel like turducken would be pretty good.
I mean, I don't know. I would assume because there's like poultry inside of poultry inside of poultry, you'd have to cook it at a certain temperature so that everything cooks at the same time, or at least cooks in a safe way. But I'd be willing to try it. I tried anything once. I tried bone marrow once.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was in a beef bone, and they cut it in half and cooked the bone marrow, and you got a little scoopy things to scoop it up and eat it.
Yeah, you made it less appetizing now.
It was very gelatinous.
Okay. So we might as well get to my questionnaire because I've said it enough times. So this questionnaire is basically going to be basic Thanksgiving Day questions, one versus the other, or I'll say like, what is your favorite kind of dish of whatever. So obviously, this is one I said every single year, and I don't know the answer. Is mac and cheese a side dish for Thanksgiving?
Yes, if it's made right. If you're going to make it, you got to commit and make that thing cheesy.
I was about to say, what do you mean by that? But you said make it cheesy. So I don't think it's a side dish for Thanksgiving. It just doesn't feel right. It feels more like a Kentucky Fried Chicken, like kind of side dish. I just don't feel like, it with turkey is like something that goes together. So that's how I've always felt about it. But I've never seen mac and cheese at a Thanksgiving party. So I don't know.
Are you more of a mac and cheese at Christmas with the ham?
Yes, I definitely am.
I can see that. I feel like ham is salty and the savoriness of the mac and cheese kind of counterbalances that. So that's a good point.
Yeah. So, okay. I mean, you people on TikTok, let us know and, insult me by saying that there's no mac and cheese. All right. Now let's go to the best one. Dark or white meat? Dark, easily. I don't care what anyone says.
I have a friend who only does turkey breast. They won't buy the turkey. They'll just buy turkey breast, the white turkey breast, and that's all they'll eat. I'm just like, why? That sounds gross.
It's just dry. The white meat is just, I don't know how people can find it good. And if I'm to be honest, like if I cook chicken. I cook chicken breasts a lot, but if I'm like want to treat myself, I would definitely get chicken thighs, and because I think they're way better.
The funny part is they're much cheaper because there's more fat and protein.
Yeah, and I feel like chicken thighs, they don't fill me up as much as a chicken breast would. Yeah, and like I just fly right through it. I'll just be like, we'll buy bone and skinned chicken thighs and just put it in the oven for like close to an hour, and it is so freaking good. It's the closest thing you get to chicken wings.
I agree with that. But there's science behind how all that works. It's pretty interesting. Like the protein content in regular white meat will fill you up quicker because the more protein you eat, the more satiated you feel. So that's why with the dark meat, you want to eat more. And I feel like that's why if you're a dark meat fan, you kind of go back for seconds, just to get that extra little bit. And then you sit there and pass out afterwards.
And do you put gravy on it?
I do. Do you?
Yeah, I'd put gravy on it. That sounds fair.
Let me actually back up. I put it on it if it's just meat on a tray. But if it's like the turkey bone, like the turkey leg, I'll eat that straight up without gravy.
Save the neck for me, Clark.
Funny
right, so-
story. Did you know turkey legs at festivals are actually buzzard legs?
Really?
Most of them, unless you're like super nice, but no, they're mostly buzzard legs.
Is it a requirement they have to overcook it?
It sure seems like it.
Like, this is the driest dark meat I've ever had in my life.
This is success. You successfully failed.
It's so weird eating turkey legs because you like, it's like I don't know what it is. They're like tendons or something. They're like covering up the meat, and you gotta like rip them down. You're just kind of like eating around it.
Have you seen the size of a turkey? A full-grown turkey or a full-grown buzzard, and their legs are like that big, so they gotta they gotta have all those tendons to hold their big fat butts up.
Oh my god! So, all right, best side dishes.
Green bean casserole.
Ooh, that's a really good one. I go with the classic. I go with stuffing, not that dry ass stuffing. Like I'm gonna say, JJ, the stuffing that's in a turkey.
I respect that, man. Listen, it's a tradition. A lot of people do it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it, and that's okay. That it's okay to not like things, unless you don't like.
It is okay.
Then come on, eat your veggies.
And then another one that's really good is depends how you make it, but like sweet potato casserole.
Ooh, I'm making that.
Now, how do you make yours? I know I'm a fan of like the brown sugar and little pieces of marshmallow on top. So I don't know how you make yours.
I do that. Some people add the nuts, like walnuts and pecans and stuff. I don't. I know it adds texture because of the crunch. But I'm not a fan of that. Everything else I'll put in there.
Keep that crap out of that. Like walnuts are just supposed to be eaten on their own. Keep that crap out of there.
What's your favorite food, Marshmallow? I don't like that.
Bring in the cat. But okay, so we have a pretty good decision. So I agree with the salmonella stuffing, and you agree with the green bean casserole. That's a really good one. Okay.
Sounds like a good name for a band.
Yeah. Salmonella stuffing. So best desserts.
I'm not really a sweet guy, but for Thanksgiving, in general, my favorite dessert is a chocolate chip cookie or a Reese peanut butter cup. So anytime there's like Buckeyes or like something chocolate peanut butter or just straight up chocolate chip cookies, I'm done for. That's my go-to.
All right. So I got a side question after I answer this one. I'd probably say pumpkin pie with a lot of whipped cream.
I forgot about pumpkin pie. How could I forget? Yeah, that's number one for Thanksgiving.
Where's the turkey? Where's the pumpkin pie? Come on, you don't know that from Charlie Brown?
I'm a fool tonight.
So, yeah, not only pumpkin pie, but a crap ton of whipped cream on top. There's only one person I know that's not a fan of whipped cream, and that's my wife. But me, I just all over the place, and I just eat it. It's so good. So I don't know. Shoe fly pie, is that a time to have it?
Yeah, if it's a tradition of yours. I've never actually had it. I've only ever like seen it. I've never actually had it though, but have you had it before?
No, I've never had it before. I've only heard of it.
I think that's more of a central Pennsylvania thing or like a eastern thing, but it's still a thing. So definitely I'm going to Google what is shoe fly pie. Do you know what it is?
No, I don't. But at least we're not like those central Pennsylvania people. Weirdos. So, while you're looking that up,
Oh,
the Oh, God.
It's molasses, baking soda, egg, flour, brown sugar, and shortening. Sounds like a Thanksgiving meal.
It does sound like a Thanksgiving meal. So, okay, shoe fly pie. We'll add that. Be maybe I'll buy some on the way to Myrtle Beach, and maybe we'll have it then.
I mean, if you take 95, you'll have that opportunity.
That is true. Why? What do we pass up?
Well, because you go through the heart of Pennsylvania. You go all the way to not Harrisburg, but Breezewood.
Well, good old Breezewood, the perfectly constructed area where they have a ton of restaurants and no walking areas.
That's it. That's Breezewood.
Yep. All right, and then the final question: Christmas music before or after?
During.
Oh,
Dude, there's no such thing as Thanksgiving music. And if there is, it's probably not as good as Christmas music. So, I mean, 'tis the season to start it, right? What do you think?
well, the fact that I've already watched like 4 Christmas movies already, I think, you know, and I guess this question goes into it also. When do you start decorating for Christmas? Before or after Thanksgiving? I think before, because I think when you decorate your house before Thanksgiving, you can make your house a complete mess. And by the time Thanksgiving happens, you have to clean up your house a little bit. And you have a majority of your Christmas decorations up to just enjoy them for the rest of the year.
So we set ours up like literally 2 days after Halloween, just because here's how we break it down. Middle of August till October, it's time for fall. You got your pumpkins, you got your leaves, all that fun stuff. It's spooky season. But then like from November to January, you get that 2.5 months for Christmas time. It's only 6 months. Or let me rephrase that. It's only a couple months that you get of actual holiday stuff, including fall. So why do you just want a couple days? Why would you want to put your tree up for 2 weeks and then put it back down? Like have it up for a little bit. Enjoy it.
Well, don't worry. We get a real tree every single year. And I say that sarcastically because the place that we go to is a tree farm. And if you've ever gone to a live tree before, the common courtesy is to take a chainsaw and cut off the bottom so it's nice and flat. So when you put it in your tree stand, you're good. These bastards don't do any of that. So what I did was I bought an electric chainsaw because I'm tired of looking like a child with a handsaw trying to just get this tree down until a man comes over and is just like, I'll take over, and then just cuts it down for me. I'm gonna have this handheld chainsaw and I'm just gonna. Oh, look, the bottom doesn't look straight. Oh, I need to trim off the top. So I am fully prepared and ready to cut down a tree this year now.
How much do real trees go for these days?
At a tree farm, they're like, it's only a convenient $100. So, but if you get it at
$5 was a lot.
well, that's Lowe's. Like Lowe's and Home Depot and all them, they have them for like $65. But, you know, why would you go there when it's easy, when you could just become exhausted, have a fight with your wife in front of your puppy? Uh just like, I don't know how to put the tree on the roof. The guy's just like, I'll help you. I'm like, no, we'll talk about this.
I don't need you. Your chainsaw.
We have a fight pretty much every single time we get a Christmas tree. It's been our tradition. So I am just gonna solve the fighting issues and just cut down the tree with a freaking chainsaw.
Outstanding. I love that journey for you.
Thank you. So yeah, sorry, I got into a big tangent there. The question I did want to ask you: Reese Cup or Buckeyes?
Man, okay, Reese Cup if I want a snack, but if it's the holiday, like you're at a party or something, Buckeyes.
I think Buckeyes all around because sometimes I want more creamy peanut butter than I want chocolate. I would like a hint of chocolate, but that creamy peanut butter, that is the bee's knees.
You know, I wonder if that's why I like the Reese pumpkins, because it's basically all peanut butter with just a little bit of chocolate on the outside. I feel like I would like Buckeyes more. I just haven't had one for a long time.
Well, what you gotta do is you put that Reese's pumpkin in the sun and then you put it back in the fridge, and then when you open it, you got a Reese's Christmas tree.
Yeah, okay. That's one way to look at
Because it looks like the same shape.
it. It kind of looked like diarrhea, I think.
Shoot. But that's pretty much my questionnaire. Are there any questions that I missed that we should discuss about Thanksgiving? I guess Cowboys or Lions.
But they're not playing each other.
I know, but which team would you cheer for to win?
Lions are playing the Chiefs, so I'm definitely cheering for the Lions. Cowboys are going to lose, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so okay, Lions. We like the Lions, and our good old head coach that is Applebee's dad. So yeah,
Actually, oddly enough, my wife knows. Her mom at the Newcastle News worked with a woman whose son plays for the Cowboys defense. So we always try to cheer for the defense, at least for the Cowboys, just because of that.
as a Steelers fan, I can't. Even I played Madden one year, and I was playing like career mode for like player mode or something, and they work up in their career. I was drafted by the Cowboys. I immediately like deleted the account and was like, "We're starting over."
Pure hatred for an NFC team. Why? It doesn't matter.
It does matter because the Super Bowls matter.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, I guess that's why the Patriots are. Well, I mean, Drake May is definitely making some waves.
I don't know what that was, but okay.
That's his nickname. It's Drake quotation Drake May end quotation May Drake May.
Man, I didn't realize he was #1 quarterback in fantasy football this week. I didn't know how good he's actually doing until now.
He's incredible. Like I have Josh Allen. I'm saying he's incredible.
Yeah, and he's 7-2, but you know what? One loss came from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's true. That's true. Did you watch that video from the Pittsburgh Steelers account for where it was like a cat and it was like, I was feeling good until I saw Larry.
The Steelers' Instagram account's really leaning into brain rot material. So yeah, I saw that one.
Kid going 6'7", and then like an explosion happens. Killed me. That was amazing.
6'7". What did I miss anything that would be in a questionnaire for you?
I have something for you.
Yes.
Do you know when, just talking about parades, just throwing it out there, do you know when the very first parade in Pittsburgh was and what it was? Like what year?
Does this have to do with the history you were just talking about? I feel like if it was New York, it would be like 1904 or something. But if we're talking about Pittsburgh, I'm going to say New York has to do stuff first. 1916.
Okay. The very first parade. Oh, what holiday was it?
Crap. St. Patrick's Day.
You got one right. It was St. Patrick's Day.
Well, I know that's a classic parade. How far off was I by the year?
The year was 1869.
Oh, 6'9".
6'7", dude. Yeah, 1869 was the very first parade in Pittsburgh. It was the St. Patrick's Day parade. In 1871, the Confederated Irishmen of Lawrenceville, the group made up of 175 men, proudly marched while wearing sashes proclaiming "God Save Ireland." So in case you didn't know, we had a lot of Irishmen, and we still have a lot of Irishmen.
We sure do. And, even though Pittsburgh is like more Polish, Italian, but like the Irish are the OGs.
Also, I guess parades didn't really have any roots back in those days. They just kind of walked around the city till they got tired, until they actually fixed the infrastructure and like made the city look good. So like they would just putz around, walk around the city.
So they were like the Mummers in Philadelphia, if you know what that is.
No, what is that?
The Mummers in Philadelphia is a parade they do every single New Year's Day, and they just dress up in like feathers or like for people. I'm gonna bring out another term people don't know. It looks like Junkanoo, like the celebration they do in the Bahamas, where it's like even like they look like showgirls or whatever, but it's
You
like
learned that at
guys that
Disney.
just what.
The Junkanoo. You had to learn that at Disney.
I'm a travel agent. I had to learn about the Bahamas.
Okay,
And
that makes
yeah,
more
I
sense.
did learn about it from Disney and their brand new private island, Lighthouse Point, or Lighthouse Key.
That is amazing. No, I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, Lookout Key, that's what it's called. Sorry, at Lighthouse Point or something. That's beside the point. So they dress up and they just get drunk and they play music and they run up and there are these judges that are like 7. It's like probably the wildest thing you'll ever see, and it goes on from like 6 a.m. till like 7 p.m. at night.
Oh my gosh,
Like
seriously?
I was at Philadelphia one time for New Year's and I turned on TV. I'm like, this shit's still happening? It's still going?
I mean, how long can you drink without falling asleep? That's Philadelphia.
That's right. They're like the people of Philadelphia, they if the Eagles win the Super Bowl, they act like Mongo from Blazing Saddles. They just punch a horse. Like it's they're crazy.
I'll tell you what, for this next part, let's do this. On a scale of 1 to 5, tell me how interested you would be in attending these events. And I'll just kind of run through them and let me know what you think, okay?
Last thing, what's a good seafood dish you're making other than oysters?
Seafood dish. Probably gonna make some type of crab dip.
All right, I like that. So for our Myrtle Beach trip, for people who don't know, so we're gonna have oysters. We're gonna take oyster shots. Talk about salmonella, right? And then we're
Salmonella's on chicken, dude.
shut up. I don't care. And then we're gonna have crab dip. Okay. All right. Sounds good. 1 to 5. Go.
Well, actually, we'll do a lot more than that. We'll probably do a seafood boil of some sort, but definitely crab dip for us to snack on too. Oh yeah.
Crab legs. Will you have crab legs?
We'll probably end up going out for crab legs because you can go down the street and get them like pre-made for a whole pound for $30.
Hell yeah. Okay. Now we'll do the thing. All right. I'm ready.
Do the thing. Okay. The 34th annual YMCA Greater Pittsburgh Turkey Trot on November 28th, starting at PNC Park.
See, if I get into 5Ks, I would totally make that like a 5. But because I don't know what it's like yet, I'm gonna say like a 4.
Totally fair. I think 5Ks are cool in Pittsburgh because you're like in the city. They shut down streets. It's really fun.
For someone who used to work in the city, it's not fun. But I'm sure if someone is actually running in it, that would be a good time.
How about a Thanksgiving dinner at Hard Rock Cafe at Station Square for $31?
1.
Not the same thing. Like, what a weird thing.
But they're gonna close down anyways if they haven't already.
I think this is like a last ditch effort. It has to be. Oh, by the way, kids eat for $13. Just throwing that out there.
Cool. Is my dog gonna eat there?
I do want to say, PSA, this is kind of separate. If you are in need of a meal, do not forget that you can call 211 or you can text your zip code to 898-211 or go to PA211SW.org for the United Way. There are food kitchens out there. There are local food banks. There's distribution centers. Just know that you don't have to. There are people out there that want to help you. So if you need help with food, go to lasagnalove.org. Oh my God. Lasagnalove.com is another great organization. So just know, like this Thanksgiving, you don't have to go hungry. There's tons of resources out there. And, you know, if you have any questions, reach out to Chris or I. We can definitely give you that information. Okay, I'm off of that. Also in Homewood at the Promise Center, St. Peter Church and St. Paul Ukrainian Orthodox Church, there are Thanksgiving dinners and they will welcome you with open arms. So just know there's things out there.
It's the day of giving back. Just remember that. And also, just for one more thing, it's okay to ask for help. And it's not a pride thing. Just, if you need it, you need it.
That's true. And like I work for WIC, I work for the local government, and it's a pleasure and an honor to do what I can to help out the community. And just know there are people out there that feel the same way and want to help you.
Amen. So, what's the next thing for that 1 out of 5?
What about Botanical Garden Dazzling Nights Holiday Light Experience?
2. I don't know the pleasure. Unless I go there, I don't know the extravagance of botanical gardens. But I guess we're going to try and go to one in Myrtle Beach if it's open.
We are?
I guess we are. I don't know. It's where our brother Nick got engaged, so I guess we're gonna
Oh,
try.
the Festival of Lights, or whatever they call it down there. Yeah, that may have to happen because Nick has really talked that up. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
what about the holiday markets at the Terminal and 96.1 Kiss Stuff-A-Bus on the Station Square? Or I'm sorry, Strip District.
Let me tell you something about Christmas villages. I go there and they look cool. It is just like a little girl doll ornament or something. And then it's like, how much is that? And they're like $78. Uh, so I would give that a solid 3 because I like the markets. I just don't like shopping at them. But like, the stuff a bus thing I think is really cool. The strip district, obviously I used to work there. I think I got this hat when I was working there. Obviously a good vibe down there during the holidays. No, like I loved it during the holidays. It was so busy, but it was like a joyful kind of busy.
You've answered my next question about People's Gas Holiday Market at Market Square.
Good luck sending good luck selling your $500 like tiny rocking chair ornament.
I get it's homemade. I get you worked hard on it and it's not store bought. You're supporting local businesses. But I'm with you. Like, if I want to buy a little star ornament for the tree for $35, I don't want to. You can't make me.
At least they're not pushy people, like if you're in like Europe or something, they'd be like, "Why, you don't like my tree?" Or like, they'll say something like that.
My God.
Like here in Pittsburgh, they're just like, "Okay, sounds good. I just volunteer." That like you'll get like that kind of stuff.
What about Kennywood Holiday Lights?
5. I give it a 5. I feel like it's something that I got to do, but you can't be there for more than 2 hours, I feel like. Um I don't know. I think after you hit 2 hours, you're like, I've done everything. It's time to go home.
That's the park. You can walk the whole thing in an hour.
Is Overly's Christmas in your thing?
It is not, but that's where Katie and I got engaged.
Yeah, and then that's where Carissa and I technically went on a date when we were still friends.
Oh, that's cute. It is a great experience. It's a country Christmas at the Westmoreland
So,
Fairgrounds.
yes, we'll make it an episode because I'll go there. I'll go there soon. We're making our calendar today of different Christmas areas to hit up.
We're actually doing a 5K glow run, and it's going to be like everyone dressed up in Christmas outfits, and we're going to do the 5K. And when it ends, there's a drone show that goes over the river, and then we're going to go to one of the old mansions down here that's doing an open house for Christmas.
That's really cool. And any other things that are 1 out of 5s?
Yeah, actually, Glowland, an immersive art exhibit in Oakland.
Hmm.
It's got like all immersive art that you can like interact with.
I'll give it a 4
Really?
because we just went to like a Christmas thing at the Westmoreland Museum of American Art, and they did have an interactive room where you walk in there and it's just moving pictures and everything, and it's like snow inspired and all that. But it was just one room, and it was like cool after maybe 5 minutes, and then you just leave. But I have been to exhibits where they do like Van Gogh, and people just sit there for like hours. That is a lot of fun. So that's why I give it a 4. I'm just like, it's cool because like, when yeah, it's you do it and then it's done, but at the same time it is an experience.
I promise. I only have a couple left. I know we're kind of getting to the end of the hour here, so thank you for putting up with me.
Yeah, yeah.
How about Phipps Conservatory, Glowing Gardens, and Holiday Magic Show?
Did you say garden?
I did.
2. It gets a 2.
You like this garden? Yeah. Do you love this garden? Yeah.
Do you like it when we put the pretty lights on? See, it's different now.
What about the aviary? Would you go there for a holiday event?
What are they gonna do? Put Santa hats on flamingos? Like,
They are doing a holiday open house there, so like that's there. Also, the nationality rooms at the cathedral. We've talked about this. They're doing their open house on December 7th at the Cathedral of Learning to go see all the different nationality rooms.
I give that a 5. I would definitely do that.
It's going to be great. They're going to have a lot of people there, like showcasing their heritage, which I think is incredible. Uh, last one. Actually, no, second to last one. Pittsburgh Zoo Wild Illuminations, a holiday lantern experience.
5 because it changed my life when I saw the thing, the zodiac signs for the Chinese holidays. Changed my life when it said your career would be best at, and I was like, what's my career going to be? And it said you are good at everything, and I was just like, that's not the answer I wanted. And then a year later, I'm doing all the things I love now. So thank you, Pittsburgh Zoo.
Thank you, Chinese.
And they have red pandas out.
Do they really?
Well, they're not out. They're like in their cage, but still they're sleeping. It's adorable.
That's so sweet. Last thing, I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook or not, but the Pittsburgh, I don't know how to pronounce this, but the Pittsburgh Creche, it's the world's only approved replica of the Vatican's nativity scene starting November 22nd in the courtyard of the U.S. Steel Tower. It is like life-size replica of the Vatican's nativity scene. It's been like, I don't know if it's been blessed by the Pope, but like it's been recognized by the Vatican.
I would give it a 3 just because it is just something that you're looking at. It's not like a huge thing where you're going to spend 3 hours there. It's just like looking at it and being like, oh, cool. And then moving on to the next thing. So I give that a 3.
I respect that. Thank you for playing. That was fun.
What do I win?
Nothing.
Get out. But yep, so basically we're not coming out with another episode next week. I might re-release an episode or something just to have something there. But yeah, we're going to enjoy our seafood on Myrtle Beach, and then when we come back, I'll try and go to Overly's and maybe come out with an episode that way, and hopefully the Steelers keep winning. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. I would love to do an episode on Willie Stargell, by the way. No. We'll talk about that later. There's a very famous Pittsburgh Pirate that has roots here in Wilmington. We'll talk about that next time, too.
Ooh. Okay, sounds good. Well, guess what? I've been Chris.
I've been JJ.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and we'll see Yins real soon.